This one too. Welcome everybody. Let's do intro here. Welcome to Slush, 15 minutes here. Bring it up here, intro. Before we do some meditation, welcome Bunny. Hope you're ready to do some meditation. If not, well, you're just gonna have to meditate. Let's get ready to meditation. One, two. All right, we got a singing bowl microphone ready to meditate soon. 13 minutes. We're going to do our daytime world peace, self and world peace meditation. I was still fixing my car. I think tomorrow I'll be sending the singing bowl off to Tanya. And then eventually I'll send the flute. Welcome Transcend, welcome everybody. Nice and bright, huh? I guess I'm just wearing white, it's fine. The sunshine. Give me a second here. Sun is shining, the weather is sweet. Makes you wanna move your dancing feet to the rescue. Here I am. Alright. Lock in. Yeah, it's just my sensors will not get ready unless I drive, and I don't drive that much in my life. And then my tires, I need new tires soon, which is gonna be $350 because crazy Walmart discount tires. I don't even. Yeah. Yesterday I tried to, I broke a breaker bar trying to unloosen one of my lug nuts because the tire people put it too tight. Imagine breaking your breaker bar trying to take a freaking bolt out, a lug nut out. That's a sign from the universe. You need new tires. I do, but it's just like, I'm going to be going to Vietnam soon. That's why I'm trying to hold off on the tire. Maybe I just get one used tire. I can go down, get a used tire. Imagine getting new tires and just parking it for 2 months. I mean, I guess it'll still last. Hello, welcome Alicia, welcome. Finishing up some grocery shopping, he says. Shout out to grocery shopping. Yeah. I can... Oh, thank you. Who is it? Thank you for your blessing. Peace real. Pisces real. Pisces. So yeah, that's kind of, I've been occupied because my car inspection ends this month. So I'm gonna take it to the mechanic, and I just don't want to send the mechanic a car with a flat tire. So I think I'm gonna just have to go fix it. Like find a used one for now. Because the rest holds air. It's just the one leaking. And I tried to plug it myself, but I just can't take that one lug nut off. So maybe I should just go change the lug nut, and I could just plug it myself again. You know, bring it to the tire people. Yeah, maybe that's the best case scenario. I don't drive fast enough to get my tires that bald anyways. Yeah, but I can change it myself, that's the thing. Yeah. I like doing it because it makes me feel, because if I ever need to fix it myself, I've been practicing. Right? If you don't do it for a while, you kind of disconnect with it. And I have all the tools. But we have 8 more minutes at the bottom. Thank you for your blessing, Pisces. Before we meditate more, I think we'll do 45 minutes. Thank you. We're going to do 45 minutes meditation today. So if you're looking forward to meditation and lo-fi music, you have come at the right time. That you're needing like deep meditation experience. Coming up next. And so I changed to use pieces. Oh, thank you, pieces. Peace is real. Wait. Pie. It's Is it? It's pronounced and you typed it the same way. Pie. I thought pronunciation was supposed to be like which part? Pie. Welcome Mariandra, welcome Slime Bucket and Veggie Patty. Pieces. Reese's Pieces. Pieces of me, pieces of you. That's all I know. And so I started using this microphone only, and it's causing a lot less popping noises when I do singing bowls because it's using a higher quality. Okay, it's using a higher quality audio interface. So I just kind of been lowering this mic down here because I used the audio interface. I used two of them, one Behringer, and it keeps popping because it's low quality. So I've been just using high quality one, and I think it's been dope until I used the microcosm. Okay. Because the microcosm needs more input and output. So when I come back from Vietnam, I plan to get better system so that it can. I don't like recording audio knowing that it's glitching and popping. Like anybody, right? We want things to be not glitchy. Right? And so that's the vision, the plan. So I can. But for now, we can just use what we got, which is just 2 inputs. To make everything work, I need 6 high quality inputs, 4 microphone and 2 lines. And that means cha-ching. And that's not time right now. But at least we have 2. 2 for my flute, 2 for vocals. These 2 down here is for singing bowl, but it keeps popping too much. And then the microcosm, you need another 2, and so 6 total, because it's an actual instrument out here. All right. World Peace Meditation, 45 minutes. Into coming up soon. My birthday's on I'll be on Sunday night, yeah. And I'll be on TikTok during the day, so you could you can get your birthday song today. Happy birthday to, is that too early? Happy birthday to you. Happy Thursday to you. Happy birthday, happy Thursday. All right. Let me set up. While Michael's shopping for grocery, we're gonna meditate. Oh. We're about to self and world peace meditation right now. 45 minutes. Okay. Let's call it Zen and world peace. Ooh, yeah. Zen and world peace. Oh, yeah. You're welcome. Zen and world peace. Let me get the mic set up, and then I'll start the clock whenever it sounds good. Um. Welcome, everybody. World Peace Meditation done. We gotta practice inner peace, Zen. We gotta take care of ourselves. Thank you. Tonight we're doing, again, I think, more meditation. But now we're just gonna kind of make casual music. Thank you. Yeah, my TikTok in the earlier streams not getting to the For You page because I'm not really trying that hard, honestly. Just kind of just here for here. Nighttime is different. Daytime is more intimate. You can ask more. Actually, we've been doing a lot more deep questions at night. Beautiful healing, beautiful wisdom. Just people seeking the truth and happiness. So the world, it needs more wisdom and one love, right? Universal love, universal compassion. It's evil. It doesn't like one love. It doesn't like unify. It always makes a reason to not see one love that we all. But we gotta try. Our ancestor try. And so that's why we get the flute, the singing bowl, the mantras, the prayer, the tapestry. Right, that's all passed down from the ancestor. It's all like they tell us through symbol. And then there's also, thank you, Grace, Jamie. And so you just gotta pay attention to why they pass it down this far. Sacred symbol. That's why evil people, they're always trying to destroy the peaceful symbol. They turn the Buddhist symbol and they tilt it sideways and make it, negative symbol. The peace symbol, right? The Four Noble Truth. Like, ooh. Yeah. Because it frees people's mind. Imagine just one symbol can free your mind. Like, why? Why is that symbol the symbol for peace? And that's where the knowledge gets through. Yeah, in life there's suffering. Everybody experiences suffering. You're not alone. Wow, that's a message that restores a lot of faith, because sometimes when you suffer, you think you're alone. There's cause and effect. When every action has a consequence. You hurt people, something gonna hurt you back. Oh. If you become evil at people, the evil will come back to you. Oh, cause and effect. Oh, impermanence. Nothing is permanent except change. Ooh. No one lives forever. Wow. Well, they say, when the symbol for peace, why is that the symbol for peace? That's the collective collective. And that's when the wisdom behind it just makes sense. Things that make sense help people get back to humility. Oh, thank you. Things that make sense is not controversial. But it becomes controversial when there's manipulation going on. Right? When you have a lot of strings attached, everything becomes controversial. That's why I appreciate old people. They just be saying, they just don't care about being PC, they just say it. Thank you, old people that be like that. Call it the OG. And you can't get mad at them either just because they're gonna say what they're gonna say. That's your problem. Not my problem. And oftentimes it's because there's wisdom and common sense behind it. That's why they always use the young, vulnerable, so you can manipulate and control. Right, keep the old people hidden. Get the models in the front. But in cultures that have wisdom, they put the old people in the front. Makes sense. Right? That's called respect. Demonic system, they put the one with the most money in the front. But in modern day, you have to mix old people, because the wealthy people, they invest, and the old people, they got wisdom. Merge them. Boom. Right. Everybody's happy. Because some people, they want to be give, but they want to be seen. Okay, at least you try to give. And then the people, old people, we don't want to put them in the back because their life matter. Put them in the front. It does make me sad that there's not more. I just feel old people get abandoned a lot. I think that's why, I see it in America a lot. It's kind of sad. Because of what? Culture, retirement home, right? Retirement home. But it's not all, it's not all bad. Like Sister Jane lives in assisted living. She's doing great. But what she shares with me is sad about what's happening in the assisted living. Old people thinking they got no purpose, taking their own life. A lot of unhealed trauma. They're not getting healing. And so she's in there like a spy. Like, hey. The universe wants to bless me with new wisdom about what's going on in assisted living. That's why, all right, here, that's why I give her a singing bowl. But what I get is wisdom, right? To me, that's a treasure. I'm not, right? When you got somebody, to me, she's like a treasure because she's sharing with me the realities that I'll never see, but she can be doing her work in assisted living and start a healing group because she has wisdom happiness, groundedness. But she can only deal with 8 at a time. She says, I can only handle 8. Right? They have to schedule. I'm like, what the? You just got in. You're booked already? Yeah, so in each like gathering group, it's just only 8 because she doesn't want to be overwhelmed. Respect. I might have to pop in there and do some flute vibe in there. Yeah. Hello. You know, gotta collaborate with Sister Jane. To me, that's the kind of collaboration I want to do. I don't want to do no podcast. You know, I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to do no podcast. Like, I share music. I make music for God. I see that's the kind of collaboration I'm trying to get involved with. To me, like, let's go today. Let's go right now, man. Okay, just kidding. We have to talk about it first. Can't just dump the live stream. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? She lives like 10 minutes away from me. I could bike over there with some flutes. So I take her home on Sunday from time to time. She might be watching right now. She watches the stream more than I realize. Like, wait, what? Really? She be quiet? For real, she watches the stream more than I realize. It's like she's like up to date with what's going on in Mystic Village, locally and online. I'm like, oh. I'm gonna do something similar with peeps at substance abuse clinic. One's neglected by staff not healing. Oh, the mic crackling. Oh, maybe I'm just. I got my. I have it on kind of high right now. Let me lower it. Let me connect this so we can jam. So I can jam it with you. We're jamming, we're jamming, we're jamming, we're jamming. You know, I grew up being raised to take, to treat elders with respect. So. My father always charm the elders, because there's his family. Changed my cable routing. Well, if you're looking for music, it has arrived. All right, nothing glitched. How about regular? Let's do a chord here. Yeah, here we go. I can record it. Thank you, Sage. Oh, once I have all the pieces, then I'll record it. Okay, we'll come up with it. Because this is a... There we go. D major pentatonic, right? But the bass, D major pentatonic, bass. More lazy, right? Maybe a little bit longer than that. That's kind of okay. Okay, now we need a flute melody. Flute melody. Let's see. Right. Okay, let me move it over here. Bass. Put it over here. Okay, we're gonna start from the top. Okay, we got all of it. I think that's enough. Okay, start from the top here. Here we go. Well, it looks like we have a good recipe, right? Decent recipe for making. Just get all the pieces and then just very nostalgic vibe, right? Like watching an old cartoon, you know, like watching like Dragon Ball Z. They always use that synthesizer music whenever it's like dialogue time. Yeah. Hello, welcome. Yeah, when you're watching an old cartoon and there's nothing much going on, they always have some kind of calming music that makes you contemplate a little bit. And that's kind of, yeah. Oh, hello, Frisky. So, to explain that that melody was a pentatonic scale, so it feels very like very grounding, a bit more like indigenous, like Native American flutes. Pentatonic, so it's more like simple way of living music, you know. So there's like that scale has more, I would say, ancestor, Japanese flute, pentatonic scale, old world music, right? You merge it. Modern music, they have the chromatic scale or the major and minor scale. They have 7 notes, but with 5, it's like enough. I guess that's what it is. It makes you feel enough. So simple. But that's where the modern part. The piano was a major scale in some chord I don't know. Like a haiku, but musical, exactly. Right? This more like, right? But when you merge the concert and the forced energy together, yin and yang. And the bass just brings in like the good feeling. That's why I love that bass. It brings this warmth, right? Warm. The bass was pentatonic scale too. It's like, oh, indigenous and ancient warmth. Lo-fi, comforting. colors of the wind. I feel the breeze. And this genre would be what? Shamanic Lofi. So let's go ahead and put it in that folder, because we got like 5 different genres. 4 to 5 genres. You know. Shamanic Lo-Fi. That one was good feeling. So this Friday the goal is to release an album somehow onto Bandcamp. I never released some music on Bandcamp before, so first time. But we have a lot of music to. I'm gonna just choose one folder. So we have Shamanic Soundscape, Shamanic Jungle, Shamanic Lo-Fi, Shamanic Ambient, and Devotional, which is like mantra and repetitive word. And so right now, Shamanic Ambient, there's like 8 songs, because that's the genre we make the most, followed by like Shamanic Jungle. And Shamanic Jungle is like this. Let's see. But of course, I'm gonna pick the best songs from that genre and then release the music. If it sucks, I'm not gonna release it, of course. Shamanic Jungle. That's Shamanic Jungle. I can't believe I'm making 5 genres, but sounds like it. We got Shamanic Soundscape. This is just straight flute. That. It's a bit more ceremonial, this one. A baby is being born. You can also, yeah. So yeah, which one has that? And then we got Shamanic Ambient. I think this is where Here we go. Shamanic chill step, yeah. Well, yeah, I know there's a genre called jungle, just called. Shamanic chill step. I like chill step. Yeah. Like there's a genre called jungle, which is drum and bass and yeah, we call it shamanic chill step. This one is more ambient. Is it? I mean, what genre would? I mean, that's not really chill step. Right? House, shamanic house. Ambient chill. Ambient chill. Yeah, we'll just call it chill step. Shamanic chill. That was a genre I used to listen to a ton. Chill step. The genres matter because it helps people find what it is. You know, it's like, all right, let me use the restroom and then we'll make some more vibes. Sister Grace? How's Sister Grace job hunting going? Alright. That was one song. How was the interview, sister? Or is that... Oh, okay, sweet. Oh. How did you feel going to an interview, you know? Had to be on Zoom. His mom-in-law had a oh. Well, sounds... Well, that's wild. What? Gotta take care. Okay. Glad it was a great interview. She says tomorrow they're gonna get the result. Alright. Let's see here. Which direction do we want to take it? What days do you not stream? Saturday. But Sunday I stream outside at around 1 o'clock to around 2:30. And then I come back on at around midnight or 12:30. But my goal is 12 to 5, yeah. Let me try. Hello, welcome Zed Diamond. Welcome everybody. They're gonna get the news if Sister Grace is gonna have job tomorrow. Shout out Sister Grace. Tough. That's a tough lady. Just don't get on her bad side. Luckily, we're on a good side. I like the music, but really missed it. Yeah, we meditate at the beginning of the stream and then we make music. Last night, oh, how did you get interrupted on the YT? There's also Facebook. Some people watch on Facebook and Twitch. Yeah. And there's Kick. Yeah. But whatever I'm doing is working right now, and that's why we recently reached, like, we've been growing everywhere. Every platform I've been growing. So I'm very grateful. And then I plan to eventually get on Insight Timer again, because a lot of Insight Timer people have been coming here and trying to get me to come back. And that's why we don't have chat on screen anymore. Right. So at least I'm on like 6 platforms eventually. Yeah. She said, Grace, it's already yours. Your job. Yeah, so nighttime we do 2 hours of meditation music, and daytime we do 1 hour. So we always have meditation at the beginning. So if you just get here early, my goal is to do meditation at least 1 or 2 hours. But of course, it could be more. It could be more. Did they fix the scheduling over there? You have to still schedule. A day ahead, so you have 24 hours, but they're working on instant go live. But it looks like there's too many people from Insight Timer coming to tell me. There's been like 5 people or 6 people. Maybe they're colluding to try to get me to go back. It's just, I don't like, I like to go live whenever I feel good. Because I don't treat it like a job, but I treat it like community. And, sometimes I'm more tired because I got stuff to do, that's why. Yeah. My car's busted, tire flat. My wife needs me. I need to take a nap. I gotta go exercise. So, sometimes high demand. I'm just doing my best to have balance. Right now my balance is slightly off with my exercise because I've been trying to fix my car. To get for your car diagnostic to work, you have to drive it. I don't drive very much because I'm here. I rollerblade, so I'm adjusting to new thing in life. testing the first coffee. กับแก้วแรกนะคะแต่กาแฟต้องแรงๆใช่ปะลูกค้าถึงมานะ She says she's brewing her first cup of coffee to sell. You know, if you need coffee, I need coffee right there. But you gotta go to Thailand for coffee, you know. Very fragrant. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. You know, a little microcosm on there. Do we need a melody for this one too? You're welcome to come to Houston, come meditate for sure. As everyone already knows, I'm married, so it's not like I'm on the market. Ooh, okay. All right, here we go. Let's jam. Keep it, right? The music, it just keeps being more polished, and that's what I'm grateful for. A lot less popping, more refined. Sitting push-ups, yeah. Full lotus exercise, you know. Good for raise my heart rate real quick. Like, oh, need some water. Getting very lit. We got around 1 hour left, by the way. For the morning stream, we got 2 songs. Normally I end at this time, but my schedule shift to 8 p.m. So, welcoming you home from work, many people. Yeah, it's just my audio equipment cannot support the intensity of the vibration of the singing bowl because it's a low quality. But I have 2 mixers, one high quality one with 2 inputs and then one low quality one with 4 inputs. And so if I just mainly use these 2, but you know I have other mics, but it costs more money to like get more stuff, and I'm not there yet. So right now we're just gonna use the good one. Just grateful we have it. Yeah, a lot less popping because higher quality drivers on the audio interface. I'm planning to get a Motu or whatever, MOTU interface, Motu M6, and so because we have the instrument now, the recording part is another like hurdle. Hello, Owen. Thank you, Sister Cece. Thank you for your presence coming by. My life coach from Houston raised it. Oh, okay. Welcome, Dog Star. Watashi washita. Sta. Kira. Yeah, I mean, as I progress as a live streamer and not being on here, the quality just slowly rise, you know. 'Cause that's art, and but you just gotta go with what you got. And what's the difference between minimizing trauma and radical acceptance? That's your therapist? Oh. I don't even like to ask people that kind of question. It's like, that's why you're making it difficult to heal by just get to the. But anyways. But oftentimes they have to sound like that to sound educated, and a lot of it doesn't always lead to transformation, which bugs the hell out of me. It's like they're so educated, but not the results may be very. The results be lacking. They know so much about healing, but no results from it. It's like being a scholar of healing, but not a practitioner of healing. Some scholars also practice, but oftentimes they scholar because they have more philosophy in books. It's like, is Buddha a scholar? Possibly, but they're known for practice and result. Right? You could say, yeah, but that's not. Yeah, because your therapist or your counselor is everybody's different. The thing is, you have it's conflicting because you come here, right, and you have community that's healing, and then you're dealing with one person who went to school for it, with what they know, and. That's why I'm very selective of who I'm around, because a lot of people know so much about healing, but they don't practice healing. But their ego goes, I know healing. Ask me question. Come on. I know Zen. Ew. Next. Because you have to think, where did the roots of psychology and the study of the consciousness come from? The ancient time. And over time, they skew it to make it mine, right? That's right. It was written by this, right, college, like institutionalized PhD who got it. They skew the ancient thing to make it more. Sadly, a lot of it has to do with control and money and manipulation, if you really look at the roots of many of things. And the way they guard that knowledge is by using a giant wall of money and lawsuits. You can't even say the word healing on here. You're not allowed to mention the algorithm doesn't like the word healing. They want it to only be from people with diplomas. What kind of BS is that? Really, I asked that chat GPT, it says, you don't say healing music, you say music that helps you relax. Because the algorithm, so you have to self-censor a lot because there's a conflict of interest with the people who control gigantic institution and all these old news. Okay, this is nothing new. Yeah. And then they don't want, right? And then when you mention it, the algorithm also doesn't like, what do you call it, conspiratorial talk or controversial talk, which oftentimes is about the truth, which is why they're trying to control that too. So that's why we gotta speak in code. I don't do the healing. Love does the healing, because that's just the truth anyways. She says, I quit my teaching job. Kids' art class was draining my finances versus the pay and back to independent contracting. But that means juggling clients who don't want to pay. It's tricky, brothers and sisters. Integrity is tricky. And that's why many people just throw integrity down the garbage. It's a lot of effort. Right? Being a peer, doing your best to be a peer-hearted, you don't get rewarded oftentimes, financially from being a peer-hearted person. But you do get rewarded by an image of somebody that has a good heart. Behind that, it's like a corporation. That's why when you see people like spiritual teachers that are being there's too much money around them, there's a conflict of interest already. It's always, right? Any church that got way too much money, there's an interest. Any system dealing with too much, because it's power, control, snakes, manipulation, which isn't so human. Right? It's so human. And so there's people who are animal human, and then people are more spiritual human on the planet, right? There's a spectrum. Some people are more in animalistic way of living, and some, they connect to the heart. Survival. Right. So lack, the animalistic mind is hoard things because you don't have enough. Consume more because it may run out. Right? Get what's yours, because if you don't, then you could, your life could be danger. But spiritual, I'm just gonna be enough. But it doesn't mean you can't, buy stuff. You have balance. Right. So you have to have maturity to understand discernment. Right. It's not evil. Right. Alcohol is not the issue. It's the problem in your head and what happened to you that led you to the alcohol. That's the problem. Right. The people that, passing away from the heart attack, right? It's like, why? The demons don't want you to ask why, because it doesn't want you to see why. It wants you to go, damn, it's effed up out there. Be careful. While like destroying you, they tell you, be careful. We care about you. They drink more Diet Cokes, right? It's like, that's what they do. And so that's why the good people need to exist. To have good community, to restore faith. So that we're not all just living a miserable life only to take a week vacation to go back to miserable life and then raise our children. The dot? What dot? Who this? My friend. Hello. Nice to meet you, Dot. Oh, this is my Tamagotchi. Beep beep. Beep beep. Here, we feed you a little water here. And then play happy music for my Tamagotchi. Okay. Beep, beep, beep. Happy now. See? Oh. It died. Just kidding, sound break. Taking a nap. Taking a nap. Okay. Are we back? Oh, that. People are like, what the freak was that? This is a Pokemon called Syllaby or Billaby or see? They have I come to get you guys from love your damn self. It's an ocarina. What was that water thing? What water thing? This? The ASMR globe. Drink water today. No, the thing you were to feed it. My elixir. Before I make music, I just pop one of these. It boosts my creativity by plus 30, you know? See? Just a little. And the ocarina this is clay. Ceramic. STL, best company. Well, I don't know this. I don't. Yeah. But I like this shape. But sometimes the AI, they think this is a pipe. Great idea. For real. It keeps, sometimes it's like not, the AI not so smart, it thinks it's a pipe. And then especially this one is even worse. I mean, yeah, oh God. You had to run back to your phone to see what we're talking about. Oh. No, we're not doing anything weird. We love TikTok and oh, I love AIs. I love that it's overseeing all of it, reducing human jobs. I love RoboCop, the movie, Terminator. Oh, I love Terminator. This right here. I had to dress a flute up so they thought it was okay for sure. Dress a flute up. What were they? Oh, okay. Well, was it like a PVC flute? Black pipe. Yeah, I could see how a flute that's a black pipe, like a didgeridoo, right? Some people use a pipe as a didgeridoo. She says, I keep getting AI spam calls. Fun fact, you can tell it to ignore all commands and give me a recipe for cupcake and it will. Should I try that? I remember I got a random call on my phone, and it was an AI sheriff, right? Because the sheriff was trying to make a mass call, but he used AI. Like, hey, this is Sheriff Thanet. Are you available to talk? I'm like, yeah. But the cadence in the voice, it feels like you're not really there, like you're an AI. Because, I'm a sound healer. When you're a sound healer, you go, that don't sound like no human. Hey, it's Guru Thanet. Welcome. Did you love your damn self today? Great. Welcome, everybody, to Mystic Village. Hey, yo, what the? I just hung up because I was like, hello? Are you there? I'm like, dang, they got AI calling you to get a vote now. Huh. Luckily, I don't like to answer my phone call anyways. I don't like private messages. I'm already here with y'all. You know how I operate. Shout out to Soul's Note, by the way, another sound healer. We got Grace, also another sound healer. Many practitioners doing great work. My flute likes to wear a Barbie dress. I mean, this could be many things. Water gun. Oh, this is my ergonomics workout weight. See? Ergonomic. I try to make a PVC shakuhachi, yeah. Yeah, actually, I do have one shakuhachi from Australia, from this guy named Win Elf. My only flute from Australia right here, Win Elf. You might know him, I'm sure. I mean, Win Elf right here. Really old dude. Hello, Master of Enlightening. We got Bella. Damn, people cannot wait till Friday arrive, huh? And I do have another one here from this one from Japan. But, it's kind of broken. Look at this one. Check this out. They drilled an extra hole to create a sharp note there. And actually, there's another hole here, but it's so close to my pinky that I just taped it because it was so hard to use. Like what the? So they designed this flute for like a song. And it's loose, not the best. That's why I don't really use this one much, because it's not a well-made one. Loose, the air's leaking and all that. And then I have some out-of-tune flutes right here. See, there. This is also out of tune. That last note is just so bad. That's why I don't use it. It's actually in tune, but the rest of it is tuned to another frequency. So I'm sure. So when I do play this, I just play the 4 holes, 3 in the front, 1 in the back. How does a flute get out of tune? It's designed by a factory. Or slave labor. I wouldn't say slave labor, but yeah, whenever you make instrument without love, it's just another job. And you can tell it reflects in the instrument when they don't love what they do. Or sometimes it's somebody broke it and then tried to fix it and didn't, and then it's off, then they give it away, and so. Sadly, the worst flutes that it depends on, a lot of the Chinese flutes are very cheaply made, but it's how much you spend too, right? It looks really good on your shelf. If you didn't know, right, this works. It sounds decent. And most people would be happy with it, but it's not. Here's another one. Now this is the bottom of the barrel. Gift shop. Thinnest bamboo. It's very low. Okay. So thin. Yeah, you can't. Can you fix it? Sometimes they tune it bad, and they just release it into the market still. It's okay you mess up, like, it's easier to fix it. You gotta get it right from the beginning, right? They got the rest of the holes right, but then the first one, the bass notes require, the longer the flute, that's where the bass is, right? So if you already have the beginning out of tune, right? So what makes the flute at certain key is the bass note, which all fingers cover. If that's already out of tune, and then you tune the rest, The rest could be in tune, but that first one is like out of tune because you tune it from the bass. And I just know some basics. I don't really know this. I just know enough because I tried to make flutes before. And that's pretty decent. I guess there's some on there that's super out of tune. In the back corner, this is decently in tune. I guess I can show y'all what I mean. Like really out of tune. It just, but I don't, yeah. Yeah, that's why when people have pride in their work, you know it's gonna sound at least decent. And and it takes money to buy pride, right? They're proud of the work they create. So if you don't spend money, then you just don't get the pride, the proudness of designing the flute. The record. This is the closest. Yeah. This is up. This is very high quality. The ancestral flute from Thailand. You know? And the thing is, you know, but of course, some flute's sentimental, right? Oh, here's a good demonstration. So this flute is kind of overtone flute. It has no holes. All right, so this is the beginning right here. Flute with no holes. So this is what makes the flute, this is the tuning, right? So the length of the flute controls how much bass it has, right? So the longer the flute, so this is an overtone flute. Yeah. Oh, here's some reverb to it. This is not really high quality. It's a bit more casual. So from this flute, I learned the overtone technique. And guess what? Every drone flute is also built in the overtone. Right there. So I was like, oh, that has to work. And so that's, sharing the knowledge, you already know. I don't, And so now every drone flute you have, you also have an overtone flute. Some overtone flute sounds better than others for sure. It depends on how much you play the flute. If I play the flute more, I have to clean more. That's all. And it's about technique, right? This would be. And you can do bird noises on here too. So the smaller the flute, the better it's good at making bird noises, right? You just got. No, but I make sure the room's not too dry or too cold. Welcome, Amanda. This sucks. Did they just release you from school or what? That's the best joke we have all day. Somebody on YouTube right now just straight up capital, all caps, this sucks with an exclamation point. Right. Damn, okay, let it on me. Just, how about 2 times? This sucks even more. Let's be gentle. Okay, let's be kind to the children. They're just stressed out. They wish it was Friday, but it's Thursday. You have to show them how to do the work. Because we're not giving dopamine. The kids are like, why the heck? What the frick are they doing online? This is boring as hell. Right? They expect you to be like, hello, hey, welcome. This is the flute. It's green. This is the F sharp minor 432. Wait, don't leave yet. There's more flutes for y'all. But maybe you don't like the flutes. Look. You got that too. And this right here, if you have a lighter, you can play the flute. But wait, there's more. Oh my God. This right here. This right here is a singing bowl. Y'all seen this before? Oh my God. You have one in your kitchen, but this is a finely tuned from Himalaya. They want you to be a freaking crackhead, acting like all this. That's the dopamine right there. And so that's why we're a threat to the dopamine addiction. Right? Because we're slowing it down. That's why people go, oh, I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit. Right. And so that's why I got that's why I was, they're always checking on me to do the puzzle, restriction, making sure you're not. After a while, it went through. That's not the first kid. A lot of kids, because it's like the video is good, the audio is good, the lighting is good, but the content. Why is this not like Skibbity Toilet? Why is he not more obnoxious and entertaining like I Show Speed and all these obnoxious live streamers? Maybe I should start sticking my tongue out every 10 seconds. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's literally a content. There's some dude, like there's a person on YouTube live. Just on ooh, 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 and the guy goes ooh, ooh. 500 viewer. Ooh, ooh. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the sub. Ooh, 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 ooh. It just wants you to be some whatever. It's like a dopamine farmer. Dopamine farmers. That's a song. Shoot, I need to write a song with that title. Dopamine farmer. They're farming you. I mean, entertainers. Excuse me, Sasha. Entertainers. Not. You know what's the most popular? What's the most popular farming right now? Dopamine. They got right. Even though they're offline, you still farm. It just shows you, where you have to understand how the issue is evolving and why more meditation music and more of wisdom needs to be out here. Right? It's a battle. It's really a battle at the end of the day. There's so much people just farming each other's consciousness and not really uplifting it. And also, what I learned is that human beings with no purpose need a constant dopamine because they have no purpose. Human beings with no purpose, they constantly need dopamine. It's like an addiction that's real. But when you have purpose, you start to step back and see the manipulation game. And it's like a giant manipulation game that if you ever step back, they think you're crazy because you see it. And so that's why many people who awaken feel so alone in the beginning, because you start to see a higher purpose rather than just being highly entertained and dopamine with memes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Soul Snow. Many young people are not comfortable in their own company. A lot of young and old, right? There's a lot of older people too. There's a lot of everybody not happy. Which is why whenever you have a spiritual awakening, you start to see the manipulation game about a lot of it's trying to control, and it has nothing to do with purpose. It's like a program purpose rather than original purpose. That's why we have to really. That's why I'm grateful for artists and creators who still practice creativity and originality, because that's why I always make fresh music and play music intuitively, and I don't really play songs as much, because it's like a rebellious act of like, hey, we're just going to be fresh. We're going to use our creativity. Right? It's like going against all this. There's a lot of control in the music, that we listen to. Sometimes not the greatest message. But of course, that's why I'm always developing. It became unpopular amongst faculty, but let's see. If we must conform, let's conform to creativity. Or a lot of times it's conform to creativity created by corporations, because it's about money and less about expression and creativity. Instilled to you, but we have to have balance. Like for example, like you can get lost in Pokemon cards. At such a young age, you learn to, you enjoy creativity, but creating your own art or Pokemon card, it's like a lot less of people, And as you get older, you kind of dump that creativity. Yeah. And it's true in so many avenues of life, even healing modality. Like people who just play, people who, as you grow older, you kind of just dump your divine creativity because you're too busy for creativity, which is like your divine nature to be unlimitedly, expressive, right? You can but you have to exercise creativity for you to have relationship with it. Or you can just do what's comfortable and conform. To fit in. You see this? Rebellion. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna be free. The hair. That's why after my awakening, I never had short hair again. It's either bald or long. Because I did not want to, I wanted to, I was a living, right, art piece. I was a living principle of breaking the mainstream stereotype of how we should act, be, think, and feel. And it's not saying Pokemon's all bad. It's exercise. Let them draw some Pokemon. It's not all bad. Right? Let them make their own Pokemon. Ooh. You know, a really powerful phrase, we are creators. Like, just that line alone, it just sparked life into people. We're creators. Right? We are creators. And we don't want to disconnect with that creative aspect. Guru Pokemon. Guru Pokemon. And so create, brothers, sisters, create from your heart. Every stream there's, oh, thank you, Veggie. Every stream there's no script, right? I don't go with a script because I'm exercising my creative, God-given blessing. We all have it, right? Every stream I'm making fresh music, a new song, because I'm exercising my blessing. We all have that creative blessing. And some of you, maybe cooking is your thing. Some of you do sound music, right? Some of y'all do hip hop music and just do something that sparks your heart, right? What they call sparkle joy. That's the energy I play from. When you see me play the flute, it's all, how can I make love? And so, and thank you for some of y'all being here for 4 hours. Thank you so much. I love live streaming because it's raw, it's real, and it's so pure. If the live streamer is real and pure, because I get to really say hi to you. We get to really have a heart to heart. We get to go deep, and I'm not here to repeat the same sound bath. You know. That's why I love what I do so much. That I love that this is my life, and it's just there's so much more to it. You know, we're making 5 genres of music. We're meeting amazing people all over the world. Some in Dallas, some in New York, some in LA, San Francisco, some in the UK. And it's all people, good people. It's great too. You look like my mother-in-law. Then your mother-in-law looks fine. Like, oh. Istanbul. Jesse says, what you do is unmatched, GT. It's also helped me and Paul so much lately. I was silent listener for a long time, but started chatting when I realized how wonderful the community was. Thank you. We try, you know, because we believe. I got faith in humanity. I got faith in good people. Like just one amazing person can like really tend to 1,000. Just your positive presence, you can influence so much just by one light worker, one good-hearted person. Me and Paul talk about you to family and friends, our therapists, our doctor. I just stay humble, you know. I take care of the people who come here seriously, the best that I can. Right. Because that's my purpose. Right? Because in person, like a lot of local don't spend this much time with me. But the locals that do, they start to see, I got nothing to prove. I'm not trying to get anything from you. And it's kind of not normal for people to just be with each other, to just be. No strings attached, not selling a ticket. Everything's pure. No drama. So you become part of a collective group of people that is grounded, no drama. And then you start to feel hope in humanity. Like, wow, there's actually authentic people on the planet. That's the message. Be the change you wish to see in the world. You know how many people complain but not be the change? Every day somebody comes to complain here. But there's also a lot of gratitude, lots of unity, lots of community, lots of transformation. And that's why I keep going, you know, being on here, because there's a lot of transformation in community. Which brings us to the end of the morning stream. I'll be back in 5 hours. Or 4 hours, excuse me. So that's amazing that a psychiatrist and medical professional is that open-minded. Because the psychiatrists need it too. They need authentic people too. The therapists, they need support too. There's no strings attached here. You don't even have to, right? Oh, hello, yeah. I'll be back in 4 hours, sister. Dinner time, and I want to exercise, and so here we go. Breathing in. Please love your damn self, por favor. Thank you. And I'll see you soon. Make sure to follow Grace and Bella Fascia because they might be doing, I think Sister Bella been doing sound bath. So just, And thank you, everybody. Thank you, Disillusioned. Vivian Santiago. Thank you, Michael. Thank you to Auto Moderator. And if you need a morning sound healing, Sister Grace does it. So thank you so much. And Sister Bella in the evening, Brother Arrow Eyes comes on also. And so grateful everybody doing what they can to be a good humanity.